Well, the PCs, and it seems all the parliament haven't raised a stink about this, but John Baird was in UAE, a dictatorship that locks up lawyers looking for democracy. And guess what? He's going to sell them Canadian uranium and technology, just like they did Pakistan, who developed the bombs closely after it got Canadian technology, can-do reactor technology, and India and all those places too. So the UAE, and I'm not sure, but I think that the UAE had a couple of guys who were 9/11 hijackers too. So does the UAE have security in place that it can take care of uranium and not have it leak out to other countries that everybody's so afraid of? Other than countries that have uranium, like Saudi Arabia, I bet, and Israel, of course, and nuclear power plants and all that. So Iran's not allowed to have uranium, and Saddam was going for bunk yellow cake, which was pretty cheap and not even practical to use for fuel in a lot of ways. And Canada's got high-grade uranium, so we just agreed to sell it to China, $4 to $5 billion worth to China over the next few years. And we are now agreeing to sell it to a dictatorship like the UAE that kicked out our airplanes when they had a flight dispute over Canada landing here. And so we're supposed to trust those guys that kicked us out and put our soldiers at jeopardy. And Baird is over there getting money for somebody who's selling our uranium, because somebody in Canada is selling our uranium and certainly not building public housing with it. So Canadians own a part of that uranium, and Canadians own a part of all the gold and all the trees and everything else, but don't get a share in it. So looks like our government's quite out of control, and now they're supplying Muslim Islamics with uranium. So Iran, bad. UAE, good. I guess they don't have the protesters, but they actually have more protesters and violent protesters in UAE than they do in Iran. And Iran's never attacked Canada, and there's a lot of Iranian Canadians that he's dissing with this bullshit over Iran. And they're not allowed to have any kind of enrichment capability, which could lead to weapons, but they want it for medical isotopes and energy and stuff. And UAE, who knows what the fuck's going to happen to the uranium in UAE. I don't even think most Canadians even know about UAE, and that they're locking up lawyers asking for democracy.